Today is a pretty special day, both for me and this car. For me, it's special because yesterday I finally hit 100 subscribers. So thank you very much to all of those people that watch my content. I'm making an effort to focus a little bit more on quality of the content and diversity, and figured I would give you guys just a kind of a look at what I do for work, and you tell me what you want to see more of and we'll do that. So a good example of today's project is this 1964 Ranchero. Is owned by the daughter of the daughter of a good friend who owns a junkyard that has a lot of vintage cars in it, and he's been great to me over the years. And you can't find this stuff just anywhere for these old rigs. And this is what I primarily do, is I maintain and restore vintage automobiles. Besides that, I work on specialty stuff like cars with engine swaps. Basically anything that's not supposed to be together, I usually have something to do with it. Whether somebody else created it or I created it, I like to build weird cars. Put this engine in this car and it suits the car better, or this transmission and this engine combination. But I'm also a huge fan of originality. So this car is getting out on the road for the first time in many years. I know that it was briefly put on the road back when this sticker was applied here back in 2011, and it sat in a barn, which is good. It stayed out of the weather, but the terrible part was that the mice got in, and that would be why there is no carpet, there's no headliner, and it smells. Well, let's just say it smells. I went through the brakes, changed the oil, changed the coolant, put a battery in it, fixed the points, kind of resuscitated the carburetor enough to work. And I've been driving it around here at the, this is my second location. It's an old lumber yard. Not much going on, so it's a perfect testing ground for old cars like this, just to prove that it can get back out on the road and be a viable automobile again. So today I'm going to be getting these here tires on here. These ones they're pretty much new. You can see the cracks in them, so I'd rather not. Some people would, but not me. And I don't let my customers drive around on sketchy stuff that I would consider borderline safe. Along with that, the carburetor it's working, but it's not working great. Needs a lot of choke. Doesn't really have much power. So we're gonna give the carb a rebuild, and we're gonna put it out on the road, make some short drives, and just see what it does. The seat bolts, they all broke when I pulled the seat out, so that's another issue, but we're gonna get to that. This car is nearly all original. Very few parts have been changed. It's still wearing its original paint job. A little bit of body work here and there that was blended in, but for the most part it's how it's always looked. So I'll post a second video once I get that stuff done. If you guys want to see videos of me doing the work, it's a little bit more difficult for me to do, but I can do that. So once again, thank you, and stay tuned. Later on, we'll have a video of this driving, and well, I guess I'll just show you now. The Corvette, C4 Corvette, had a engine failure 2 weeks ago, and through a couple of miracles, I have an engine back in the car. The carburetor that was on, or is on it right now, is a 850 Demon, and it's just too big. Vacuum signal's too low, so I'm gonna switch on a 750 Screaming Demon and see what the result is. Hopefully I can get the idle quality better, and I can get it to pull more fuel, because it's leaning out. Idle's nice, runs nice, but mid-throttle cruising, it's leaning out. So I just think that the carburetor is just plain too big. More on that later. This is the secondary objective for today. Get that carburetor on there, but I want the Ranchero going down the road, because it's nice out, and I want a cool old car to drive. So doubles as a pickup truck, and this thing needs to get some miles put on it before I can say to the customer that it's safe. So I'll talk to you later. See ya.